Good. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. We are in here. Hello, ladies and gents.
Happy Friday,
It
everybody.
is the
We
weekend,
are
and I am
in
so
here.
glad that you
Hello,
are joining us. So,
ladies
first thing I
and
want to know
gents.
is
Happy
how are
Friday,
you all?
everybody.
The
We
weekend,
are
and I am
in
numero
here.
glad that you are joining
Where
us.
are
So,
we
first thing
chiming
I want
in
to know
from
is how are you?
today?
As my friend says, happy Friday.
Where are we
All right, where
chiming
we at?
in
Where we coming in
from
today? The Jew crew is in the
As my
building.
friend says, happy
Come on, where we
Friday.
at? Hello, guys. How are you? So happy to see you.
The Jew crew is in the
Super
building.
glad you are here. I'm so glad and happy.
Hello, guys.
To be here with you guys today.
Today.
Oh, is my audio still off?
Glad
Somebody's here in the
I'm so
loop.
glad
Sound is
and
going
happy.
crazy.
Hello,
Hello
guys.
from
Be here with
Seattle
you guys
today.
today.
Let me
Oh,
know
is
if you
my
guys
audio
can hear me
still
okay. All right, they probably can. Columbia, South Carolina, I see you. Seattle, I can see you. Hi, Chi Chi. Can hear me okay. All right, they probably
All
can.
right, they said
Columbia,
there's
South
an
Carolina,
echo.
I see you.
Audio keeps.
Seattle, I can see you. Hi, Chi Chi. Can hear me okay.
Somebody says there's a bad
echo.
All right, they're gonna try to
Audio
fix
keeps.
it.
I can see you. Hi, Chi Chi. Can hear me okay.
Somebody says there's a bad
It's repeating your opening.
All right, they're gonna try to fix it.
Hi, Chi Chi. Can hear me okay.
Warsaw,
Poland. Oh, that's right. That's right, Chi Chi. London, UK. I love it. Sound is doubling up. All right, they're going to try to fix it, guys. They're trying to figure out what's wrong with it. They're working on it right now. Let me know if it's good. Just from Austin, Denver, Colorado. I see you, Roanoke, Texas. It's better? Great. Thank you, guys. Good deal. Good deal. Woohoo! We good. We are good. Why every time there's always something with the audio? The enemy trying to silence me, y'all. You know we gotta blame the devil for everything. You know the devil is a lie. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm super glad it's better. All right, I see you, Jamaica. I see you, Sarasota, Florida. All right, they said the audio is crispy now. Yeah, I love it. Kansas City. This? Oh, no. Yeah, they said it's perfect. Yep, you great. Thank you, Derek. I love you. I love you. I love you. All right, so no, we are in the building. We are from all over, and I'm so glad you're here, and I'm glad we can hear now that we good and crispy. I love it. All right, so what are we eating for lunch today, guys? I see you, Kansas. What are we eating for lunch today? I made something I haven't made in a long time. I used to make it a lot growing up when I was a kid. And well, actually, let me take that back. Rewind. All right, my sister made it a lot for me growing up. So when my mom would go to work, my sister is 5 years older than me. One of my sisters, my middle sister, is 5 years older than me. She would come home from school and make me and her tuna melts. And tuna melts, they were like the absolute best snack or really lunch that we had after school. Hello, Hector. We love you. And really, it's basically a tortilla, and it's either tuna. Well, for tuna melts, of course, it's tuna, some seasoning, and some melted cheese. And it's all hot and creamy with a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard, and then you put it in this nice tortilla. All right, and then you just eat it. And then we called it tuna melts, and it was magnifique, so wonderful. So this time, I did the same thing, but it's just called chicken melts. And so it's just melted chicken cheese, pico, if you want a little bit of pico. Typically, I like to make my own, but this time we bought it from Sprouts because it was faster. Oh, there's the chat. All right. And then you mix it in with a little cheese and mayonnaise, lime juice, and some seasoning, and it's good to go. So that's what we're having today. All right, let me see. Where are you guys from? Columbia, Ohio in the building. Yup, a fruit bowl. Good deal. Tuna melts, chicken melts. Come on, South Africa, Cape Town. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad you are with us, and I'm pretty sure it's evening for you. So as I always say, no matter where you're joining from, whether you're having breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I'm so glad you are here. All right, just as I haven't had eggs in a while and thought, I'll eat some. It was not delish. Oh, my goodness. Bacon, egg, and cheese, nice. A cup of hunt tea. Lorinda, I have it right here. Where is it? Did I bring it up? Oh my goodness. Can somebody run downstairs for me? Noah, can you do me a favor, baby? Can you run downstairs? And I left my yellow happy face cup and the hun tea and the spoon. Can you please bring it up? Yes, guys. I was going to ask you, did you guys order that hun tea? Because I have some. It is delish. I see you from Jersey. I'm having a humble plate of white rice and tuna. Oh my goodness. That is super, super duper great. Wake Forest, North Carolina. Irving, Fort Worth. Yes, you're right down the street. I mean, way down the street. Keenan says, you're fasting today. All right, we praying for you, Keenan. Sacramento, California, you got leftover spaghetti and meatballs. Nice. Yes, thank you. So I had this already prepared to go. Guys, have you had is this not delicious or what? I am already ready to order another one. I'm halfway down. That means, you see that? I'm halfway, and it is like, I'm already, it's pretty much done. It's pretty much done. All right, you had a Tim meal, avocado and tomato. Was it good? Oh, thank you so much. I just put some twist in, and so I just twisted it up. Thank you. Ezekiel bread with nutso and water. I'm finally listening and eating fried rice, red, green, pepper, spinach, broccoli, and salmon. Oh, musu, that is like really healthy, really great. Is that Cibolo, Texas? Never even heard of it. That's great. Nene from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Having leftover pork and beans with wiener. I don't eat pork. I haven't eaten pork in a gabillion years because it doesn't agree with me. And so it makes me very, very sick. But to me, with that being said, to me, I just think it is the best tasting meat out there. I can't have it. It's not good for me. It doesn't make me feel good at all. It makes me very, very sick. But it is the best tasting. That's just my own opinion. My own opinion. Ginger matcha tea, that's so great. Almonds and blueberries. Good job, Danielle. Salmon and Brussels sprouts, wonderful. Louisville, Kentucky, turkey burger and orange. Nice. Oh, and an orange. Okay, great. Spaghetti with no meat because I don't care for meat in it. I got you, Netters. Greensboro, North Carolina. Super glad to see you, Just Bree. So, yes, while I'm doing that, I couldn't wait. I said, I'm going to bring my hun tea right up here and pour my teaspoon in here because it is delish. And so I need a couple more. All right. Any of you who ordered this last week, have you been eating the chunks of ginger and pepper that's in here? I need to know because I have been chomping it down and I feel amazing. I feel absolutely amazing. Okay, no, Jarrell. Sorry, can you bring the kettle up too, please? Yeah, the water. I'd have left everything downstairs. So sorry, guys. A gabillion years, yes. I ordered some hun tea and it's going to be delivered. That's so great. It's so delicious. It's a sweet and spicy, gingery. I am just chewing up all the things. There has been no tummy issues, no nothing. So nice. Come on, fruit, quinoa, and feta. And that is super great. What is that, Drew? What is it? Oh, the hun tea. Yeah, last week I was saying thank you so much that yep, that's perfect. That my friend gave us she sent me this thing. She started her own business, and she makes this really all natural. It has like 5 ingredients in it. Let me see what's in here. It's honey, organic ginger, organic turmeric, organic garlic, Ceylon cinnamon, cayenne pepper, and black pepper. And so it is so good. It has all the chunks. I don't know if you can see it, all the chunks of those ingredients in there. And whether it's cold water or hot water, all you do is add the water to it, and it's ready to go. So you could have iced tea in an instant, hot tea in an instant. And of course, it has the chunks of the ginger in it, but it is so, so good. How do we order? Let me see. Oh, is it up there? Okay, Swanda, David put the link up there, thehealinghuntea.com. So it's so good. Super duper good. All right. So what is going on, guys? I am super glad to be here. I had an announcement for you all. First of all, the Pastor's Wives Retreat is officially done. Okay, so that is closed. And so thank you all for the interest, and I appreciate you guys. That's for the Pastor's Wives Retreat in May. And we have some definitely a lot of interest for the other ones. What do you call it for the general ministries retreat for you ladies, for you guys? That would be more. We were looking to more in the fall, but Vivian from Uganda, I'm so glad Uganda's sending love. Listen, I love everybody locally and abroad. Y'all know that my heart is for the people. And I love my internationals. I love you. Thank you so much for being with us. So, hi Stephanie. So, the I don't know if I should let the cat out the bag. I don't know if I should let this cat out the bag, but maybe we should. I think I'm okay. Okay. Should I do it? Should I do it? Okay. Oh, I could be speaking. Okay, we're gonna do this by faith. We're gonna say it by faith. All right. So I'm actually planning. Our drum roll, please. Is there a drum roll in the building? I got my own drum roll. All right. So,
Drum roll.
all right. So, in my heart of hearts, and what I've been wanting to do from last year, was to have our conference again. So, our Whole Women Code conference has been like they've been waiting since 2022. And then I know all my dudes, all my guys, all my brothers have been wanting something too. So I'm going to probably put on an Upset the World conference this year. And maybe one day I'll have a whole day just for the Whole Women Co. And then the rest of the days for everybody else. So I'm working on that. I am working on that, and we're going to get this conference going. It should be by the end of the, not end of the year, but the end of October ish. November would be it. And so I'm working on it, guys. I am working on it. With that being said, if I do the conference, I'm going to have to hold off on the retreats. So, Abby, thank you so much. What a gift. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Come on, give a shout out to Abby giving $99.99. Hey, Abby, so gracious of you. Thank you so much. So I am thrilled, and I've been excited, and I've been working on it. So here's what I've been working on. The conference isn't the problem. I've already done it before. We would have an absolute blast, okay? Because it's like throwing a big party, and I'm here for a party. So we're gonna get the word. We're gonna have a lot of stuff going on. That's fun. That's great. I really believe you'll enjoy it. However, I was looking for a location. So from last year, we did it the last time for at the Irving Convention Center. And it's right by the airport, right here. And from October of last year, they have not gotten back with me. So it was a perfect location. We had ground floor. We had all the workout rooms and breakout rooms that we needed. And so I was so stuck on like, Lord, they haven't got back. Maybe you don't want me to do this conference. And so probably about 2 weeks ago. So guys, this is really fresh, okay? And he was like, it's not the only location. And I was like, you're right. It isn't the only location. So I was like, okay, well, where could I need a place that can accommodate the people. And so although to me that was the most perfect accommodation, I'm sure there are others. So these past 2 weeks, I've been looking to see where can we have the conference that can accommodate the needs, because I know how we get down. So for those of you who have not been to our conference before, it's an experience. I hate even calling it a conference. It's just an experience that you have to just come to and experience. But it's super fun, and it is very. We've just gotten so many compliments on it, and to this day, the last time I did it was in 2022, and I told the Lord I'm not going to do anything based on anybody's excitement. As you lead, we will do. Lex Flex, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for giving. You guys are awesome. Thank you. So we are I'm working on that. I'm working on that. So if you guys can forego the retreats, I can focus on the conference, and we will have a great time. And it'll probably be a couple days, and the experience would be really, really fun. And I'm telling you, the last time we had this conference, people donated. This is just the donations. They gave over $70,000 in gifts and prizes. In gifts and prizes, we gave away vacations, we gave away bicycles, and we gave away computers, phones. We had a blast. I don't think anybody left that conference without having something that was giveaway. That's what I'm saying. It's just a very different experience, and it is something that I know that it's just the way that the Lord put it on my heart to do that. I'm just excited. I'm just excited. So I'm working on it. And I don't want to put the dates out there yet. It will be um, towards the end of between September and the first week in November. So November 6th and 7th would be the absolute latest week, like the last weekend, because I work a lot. So I need the rest of November and December to just kind of relax. But that would be the absolute last weekend. It would be here in DFW. And so I'm looking for the location. That's why I didn't want to say anything. I'm too excited. I'm too excited. But end of October or beginning of November. So just look around there. If September is better, I just thought, people got like kids that are going back to school. So I don't know. My kids are in online school, so I really don't know what school dates are. I just thought we went back in September and then people are busy. So, but October is great. So it'll be either end of October. I do have my last Pastor's Wives retreat, October 30. No. October 23rd through the 26th is the very last retreat that one is already sold. So I can't cancel that one. But the other ones that I put the dates, I kind of let y'all know the dates. But if y'all let me forego that, I could definitely put all the efforts into the conference. And I'm telling you, we will have a blast. But it's a lot of fun. We get the word, and I'm here for it. So I just um, I need to find a location that can house the breakout room. So I have a lot of breakout rooms. It is a mental health and wellness experience that I do. And so it's a faith based. So we have our main sessions, right? Where we all come together and we hear the word. And then we have our breakout rooms where you got to do your work, but they're very customized. You got to do your work, and we're going to deal with the stuff that you need to deal with that we're not going to deal with at the altar, but you're just going to do that work. And then the work rooms are the fun rooms. So they're self-care rooms. And so we do workouts, we do different types of crafts, different types of things. And so I have everything set out for whether you're a guy, you're a girl, married couples. Well, we do this for our married couples as well. We'll have an Upset the Vows conference. It'd be wash, rinse, and repeat. But it is really an experience to have. And then we have a really fun game that we play. If you register to play, it's free. You just have to say you want to play. And when I tell you, that's where we do all the giveaways, all the fun stuff. We had a brunch the last time. It was just such a great time. And people have said, man, that experience had healed them from prior conference hurt. They said it was the most peaceful thing they'd ever been to. They'd never experienced anything like that before. There was no fighting. Everything was orderly. Like, we're not playing any of that. Like, we didn't take up an offering, okay? We didn't do any of that. We just wanted to bless you. So as soon as we find a location, we'll do like a one-day blitz, like a one-day first day sale. And then after that, we'll set the rates. So I don't have the rates yet because I got to find the location first, all right? But once we find the location, and I let you know, which would be like probably within the next 2 weeks. So just give me 2 more weeks and it will be on and popping. So anyway, I am so excited. And if we can find that and the Lord says the same, we're going to have a blast. I promise you that. I promise you that. People won vacations. They won cruises. They won spa retreats. They won car share rides. I mean, they won money. People won, what, $500? We gave away $500 gift cards. We gave away Home Depot, Best Buy. We gave away $100 gift cards. we gave away a lot. I mean, we was giving it away. We were giving it away. And you know what? Some companies told me at the time we did it, we were still at Embassy City Church. And so we did it through Embassy. And what was it? When some of the businesses were like, this is absolutely amazing, and we want to give to you. We want to give you a lot of monies. We want to definitely support mental health. We want to support that for sure, everything that you're doing, but we don't want to give to a church. So these businesses were like, we can dump hundreds of thousands of dollars on you, but we don't want to give to a church. They were like, do you have a nonprofit by itself? And at the time, I did not. Oh, but this time I do, honey. This time I do. This time I do, honey. This time I do. So I am definitely, if like, listen, Lord, you want me to do it? Bless it. Because all I want to do is give back to you. At the end of the day, I'm like, Lord, if anybody knows me, they know that when I get, I give. And so that would be my absolute joy is whoever wants to floodgates our nonprofit, it's going to all go back to you guys. So I love it. South Africa needs a singles conference. I know a lot of people have been asking. So for the singles conference, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Somebody asked me to do a spend lunch with you just for singles. I'm here for it. I will. I'm here to do it. So no, yes. Soon as this comes up, then as soon as I get some finalization. Now, I can't do it if I don't get a location. So prayerfully a location will come up soon, and we'll definitely blow this thing out the water. So I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. All right. What I can see in the chat is, hi, Juliet. What part of Jamaica are you from? I'm now in St. Catherine. Nice, but was born and raised in Mobay. Nice. So, Monique, my dad was born and raised in Kingston, and my grandmother. And then he lived in St. Mary. And they had a home there that they lived in for many, many years. And it's a desire in my heart to be able to get enough resources so that I can go back and buy that family home. Is the home I've only known in Jamaica, and it's literally walking distance. And when I say walking distance, you just walk right down the hill and you're at the beach. And then in his backyard, it was a massive, beautiful green park right behind the house, and so it's such a beautiful location. I don't know if you know where the Boscobel Hotel is. He's maybe about 10 minutes from the Boscobel Hotel. And so, but he is deceased now from 2012, and I think somebody bought his home, but I would not hesitate to go and try to find that home, find the owner to buy it, because I would love to just have it in the family lineage, is what I know. But yeah, that's where we're from. Let's go. Yep. Rosaline, I will definitely try. But when the conference that we do, it'll be one all together. So whether you're married, you're single, you're women, I will just have a special day for my Whole Women Co. They've been waiting. And then the next day I'll have it for everybody. So whether you're single, we'll rock out. We're gonna have a great time. Trust me, we'll put it together. I know the Lord will do it. I ran out of gas with my daughter hours ago. I have no family. I just lost my mom. Now this. I called the police. Okay, that scrolled up. I don't know. Something was happening. All right. While we get those comments going, I'm gonna dish out these tuna melts. So there are some tortillas here, and I'm just gonna scoop them up, scoop this tuna melt in there, and dish it out so that I don't get crazy looks. All right. So the chat has moved away from me for a second. I'm gonna take. Yeah, they're sorting things out. I'm gonna take that time to make these tuna melts. This is what it looks like. It's a simple, if you guys can see it, just a chicken salad. Really, just the minced chicken. You can take it if it is. You could take it if it is a in the can, or if you have your own baked rotisserie chicken, even better. You put that little mayo. Of course, I use the plant-based mayo, a little lime juice or a fresh lime for sure. Of course, we have to use the dairy-free cheese, and you just melt it in there. And then put it all together on the stove and heat it up. And now we have in the tortilla, and then you can add the pico if you would like. Okay, so you want pico in yours? All right. Then we just roll it up and eat it, and it is delish. Where is this at? So is that chat back? All right, great. Every Friday he pops in with the same message. Who's that, Jay Coop? Who's popping in every Friday with the same message? What y'all talking about in the chat? I want to know. Oh, somebody scamming? Oh, okay. I miss the scammers.
Yeah, I asked Nathan. He was like you put him in timeout. I was like, why'd you do that? He was like, it's a scam, you goofball.
Oh, I got you. All right, there's one right there. I don't even see. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. All right. Moody Beauty. Moody Beauty said gross. I don't know. Is it she didn't like she didn't like the chicken melt? I don't know. Oh my goodness. You guys are having a blast. All right. I have an announcement for any of you out there who are first responders. Calling all first responders. First responders, EMS, medical professionals that deal with trauma stuff on a regular basis. Drell, you want one? That deal with trauma on a regular basis. Do you want Pico? Okay. Our trainers, it's already in there. Our trainers for the Bomb Counseling Center, Brian Simmons, him and his wife, you guys already know. They are like my go-tos. They are like, I call them my cancer healers. I call them cancer healers, not mine. I don't have any. But the Brian and is doing, his wife not yet, but he is doing his MEMI training. MEMI is multi-channel eye movement integration. And for those of you who have been asking, that have been looking for the training sessions, he's actually doing one, but he's focusing right now on the first responders. So any of you out there, this literally helps. He does really deep DNA. For people that don't know, if he has a protocol that he does, that if you have been in a trauma, he can actually catch it within the first 90 days before it sets into your DNA. So as you know, trauma sets into your DNA and starts adjusting things. If you've been in a car accident or you've had a grief or a loss and things have traumatized you, if you actually go get counseling, but this particular MEMI protocol, it can actually keep the trauma from setting into your DNA over time, but you have to catch it within the first 90 days. Now, there is a training that he's doing that you can become trained and certified in this MEMI protocol. It would completely elevate it if you're a licensed therapist or whatnot, but even if you are not for now, this first one is for first responders. With that being said, no, I don't want to say the first one. With this one coming up in April, it is mainly for first responders. But if you're not a first responder, maybe he'll allow you to come in there. All right. So what it does is it's the neurophysiology. He takes that. They're really big onto the neurophysiology of trauma. Now, what is also coming up is, I think this is for Jarrell. All right. And here's some napkins, guys. So what's also coming up is the first class he did. The first class he did was, shout out to Johnny Sanders. Arturo, I know you are a fan. Thank you so much. Johnny is amazing. He is an amazing counselor on our Bomb Counseling Center. But the first training that Brian did do, in order to be certified, and anybody that goes through it, in order to be certified, you have to do 10 hours of supervised training in the MEMI protocol. So with that being said, that first group is now doing their 10 hours of supervised training. So if you want, up to you, any of you that need any situational trauma addressed, this is actually for free. You would be doing it with the first responders who just went through this protocol. If you want it, of course, it would be supervised. I can give you that information and you can sign up to be a recipient of it. So you just be honest. It's not EMDR. So for those of you that know EMDR, it is not that. You guys know I'm not a fan of EMDR. But this is different. This doesn't have the side effects of EMDR. Yes, especially police officers. So police officers, firefighters, emergency response teams, anybody that works like in the trauma unit of like hospitals, anybody that's doing veterans. This particular training is just geared toward them. And then you get your certification. And it's great. So it's a 3 days for, no. It's 5 days in total. The first 2 days, you can get your certification, and I think it's like $250 or $350. Josh, if you have the flyer, I don't know if you're able to post it or a link that I sent. See if you can post it. It's you don't have to do the entire training in one setting. You would have to wait for the next one to complete it if you don't complete it all in the one setting. But for like the first 2 days, I think it's like $250, and then the last 3 days, which is the certification part, is like $350. And then it's like $100 for the actual certification, and then you have to do your 10 hours post to get to fulfill the hours. That's what these firefighters currently are doing. They're fulfilling their post training, and so they need volunteers so that they can do what they've just learned on. So if you want it, it's free for you who not to be the training. You can go to the training in April if you're a first responder in any capacity. But if you want to be a recipient of their training and you need some situations, or, if you've been traumatized when you were younger or anything like that, and you might want some work done, some really deep trauma work, supervised, get it done. So my understanding of what MEMI does is it whatever the initial situation or the initial fear, the initial trauma, once it's sort of found within the brain space, it's not brain spotting. But whenever it's found, the protocol basically tries to unwind and unravel the way that that trauma has affected you throughout your life. And so, however it has affected you throughout the duration of your life, that protocol basically goes in and unravels that. So it really no longer has the effect or the sting on you anymore. So it's been around for 12 years or 15 years, quite some time. And so this is an amazing technique that Brian teaches. I've seen him do it on people. It has an amazing response. It does not have the side effects of EMDR. So those of you that are in therapy and deep counseling, it doesn't have those types of side effects. So if you guys are interested, I didn't even tell them that I was gonna put it out here, but if you guys are being interested, here are some dates through April. Actually, Josh, if you can just put the info out there. The phone number is on there to reach. Let me see if you know what? I had my laptop right here to tell you guys. Josh, see if you can put the phone number on there from that flyer, and they can call. They can call. You guys can call Brian to see like when it is, and you'll have the email put up there for the HC Solutions. And it might already be. I cannot see if the chat is going, but if you guys are interested, okay. If you guys are interested in that, please take advantage. For right now, it's 1 hour, but you can go back as many times as you need to. It is situation based, okay? And so if you want to try it, give it a try at your own fruition, okay? And so go for it. And I've seen many positive results. There are some people that I even send that I'm sending them through that protocol in addition to their counseling, and it has changed drastically their outview, their outcome, because it deals with the brain. So give it a try and let me know. All right, Crispy is back. Crispy, I missed you last week. I didn't see you. I didn't see you in the building. All right, let me see what you're saying. Hey, Auntie Ju, any advice for grieving past life to transition to the life God has called you to? I'm in an awkward phase of preparing for change. Any advice for grieving the past life to transition? Yeah. If I'm understanding you right, Chris, it is a grief, right? And not doing something, change is hard, and not doing something that you're used to doing, that you're comfortable doing, it doesn't feel good. So it takes bravery, it takes courage. It can be a little apprehensive. But I do encourage you to do exactly that, and that is grieve it, cry over it, and move on. Give it a funeral and start new. Okay. Once you cry over that, then you can smile at something new, right? You'll have joy for something new. So, um, even though it seems like God is calling you to something, I think the flip side of that is making sure that we're asking Him, what does that mean and what does that look like? And ask Him to remove from you any sort of preconditioning of what we're assuming what that new life could look like, right? So I don't know what you're saying that that He's calling you to, the awkward phase of preparing for change. It is awkward, right? Part of that includes a fear because of the unknown, and it can include a fear because of the known of what you're expected to do. I just don't want you to have a fear of an expectation that really isn't even there. It could be an expectation that we're projecting could be there. So make sure we're not doing that either. Okay. So hopefully that helps. Grieve it. If you know it's God, grieve it, cry over it, because you know there will be something right over that hump that you can smile, look forward to and be happy about. Okay. Thanks, Chris. Happy to see you, honey. All right. Who's next? Guys can scroll. I can't see anything that's going on in this chat. I'm sure you guys are out there popping. All right. Auntie Julia, you're doing a great job. I think the Lord will continue to bless you. I'm certainly learning a lot from you and Uncle Timmy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. For more information, thank you, Josh, for putting that information out there for Brian. Blow him up. Anybody that has first responders, police officers, police chiefs, police departments, fire departments. I wish that, is there a way, Josh, that you could put the flyer up? I don't know. Are you guys able to do that? Not in the chat? Oh, it would have to be a link.
We did it in the Discord.
It is in the Discord? Okay. All right. So once that is in there, I think you guys would be really blessed by it. All right. Allison, can you elaborate on why you're not for EMDR therapy? I'm new to therapy and thought that would be a therapy I'm open to. I don't want to open any more portals, and I know I have deep-rooted trauma. Allison, yes, it is my own opinion, okay? It can be good for some people. I think the EMDR therapy treatment is just okay. I don't think the people who provide the treatment are all the same, right? So it's just like saying all therapists aren't the same, all doctors aren't the same, all people aren't the same correctly. So all those who provide that treatment, it is not the same. I don't think a lot of them prepare you for the outcomes that come from that. And I know that because we've pastored a church for 7 years, and we did a we are big on mental health and getting your traumas and your stuff taken care of. And a lot of the therapists that were there, they were like, everything EMDR, EMDR, EMDR. And great, if you know how to do it. And if you are preparing your clients for what could happen from it, okay? What are the negative side effects of EMDR? All right, what are the negative side effects? And so I realized that a lot of people were not being completely prepared. And so as a pastor, they all came back to me, right? The spouses came back to me, the people came back to me, not necessarily having the tools to deal with. EMDR opens you up, like it just opens you up. And so a lot of times the consequences of it, you go back and you revisit these hard places, which is fine. You got to do your work in trauma. You go back and revisit these hard places. What I've had to go back and try to walk people through is, if you're married or if you're a part of a family, unless you're single, you become so introspective. Sometimes you end up feeling so shameful if it's not done right. You end up feeling so shameful that you end up shutting down, and you end up being more introspective. So a person sometimes doesn't talk as much about it. They're very quiet about the experience. They're very quiet about what they've had to relive. The problem herein lies where if you don't talk, and if you do not actually keep the voice of communication open, you're actually hurting yourself more, and you're hurting the people around you that love you, because you want to bring the people in. The people around you want to come in. They want to help you process what it is, and you don't necessarily have the tools to do it. So the problem is now it causes a discord if you're married. one of the spouse ends up shutting down. The other one really wants to help. They don't know how to. If you're a family member trying to talk with somebody, you don't necessarily have the words, and then now the only person you want to talk to is your therapist. So now there's an isolation that comes in. So to me, I have been on the receiving end of people's EMDR therapy. That again, if they were maybe told better how to manage, what to expect, what the outcome is going to be through this protocol, um, there might be better, um, a faster, a better, or more holistic healing part that comes from it. So I don't care for it. I don't like it. And it could be good, but in the wrong hands, um, I just think it's a super common protocol. I'm biased to my therapist, right? I'm biased to my trainers. I just think they're wonderful. They can do EMDR protocol, but they're more physiology based, and EMDR is like not the end all to them. It isn't to me, not even because of them. It's because of the effects that I've seen of it. For some people, it's great. Some people swear by it, and by all means, this is just my opinion. I prefer the MEMI training, definitely, that Brian puts on, because it does not have those side effects that EMDR does. And you don't have to visit all those terrible deep traumas and relive and go back to those really, really dark places. Yes, they're going to ask you a couple of questions, but MEMI is situation based. So if you can find your genesis or your origin of what your situation is, then they go in and do all their stuff, and then it sort of redirects the how it has affected you throughout life, and how uh, you don't have to make those same things going forward. So it's an amazing protocol, but it's called MEMI, MEMI, multi-channel, um, multi eye, MEMI, multi-channel eye movement integration. All these acronyms for all these things. So anyway, yep, that's it. Hey, what does EMDR mean? EMDR stands for something long too. I'd have to look that one up. It's such a long, chunky word as well. They got it in the chat already? Okay, yeah. So it's in there. Yep, there it is. iMovie, yep, desensitization, reprocessing. So yes. But give it a try. This is just my own personal opinion. So please, I'm not telling you not to give it a try. I want you to be honest with your therapist who might do it. Make sure that they are certified in doing it. Read reviews on what other people may have said about them doing that particular protocol. Ask them for what could be the potential side effects. Ask them what could be the potential um, consequences that come from it. Okay. And if they tell you none, then run, baby. Run to the hills. Okay. So again, it's just mine, but it might work for you. All right. All right. So that's trauma stuff. Okay. You see our plans today? We have some time. And Darnisha, thank you so much for the bomb. We're going with Lynette and Sean, and we're so excited. Oh, so great. Sean and Lynette are beasts. They are actual absolute beasts. You are going to love them. They're hardcore. They're gonna get to the root of stuff. But I promise you, um, if you are open, then you're gonna you guys will get to where you need to get to. They are absolutely amazing. I love them. I love who I have on the team. Um, Also, I have some therapists in the queue that are waiting for me to do their hiring. And I also need therapists from these states mainly: Florida, Georgia, um, Michigan. Okay, so Florida, Georgia, and Michigan, those are popular. Also, New Jersey. So if you guys want to do that, there is a hiring thing. Again, it takes time. I want to meet with all of you. You guys have to go through Brian and me. Want to make sure you guys are legit. All right. Want to make sure that you guys are um, making sure that you guys have quality therapists. And I need therapists that actually love Jesus. have the heart for people, right? That they aren't kooky, that they're not manipulative. Like I just need, I want quality people. All right. So we have great therapists now and amazing counselors and life coaches. And I know we're probably a little, we have a lot of people in the queue, which is great. So I'm super grateful, super grateful. So just have a little patience with us, but we are coming. We are coming. All right. So here is some thyme, guys, growing beautifully. Thank you guys so much. Our lemon basil right here. Here's some really good lemon basil. Really nice. You could just take it and eat it like that. You could put it right in here. It's delicious. Thyme, and oh, it's so fresh. Thyme is so good. I put this in everything. You just snip and eat or pull off and eat. And here's some rosemary. Do you see it kind of curling up? This is like a lavender type rosemary. Really very nice. And so these are great little things. I wanted to show you. Were you guys here last week when we did the what do you call it? We did the little seeds. All right. So I want to show you where they were, how they look right now. We're going to do a quick little planting. You need something? No. Okay. All right. We're going to do a quick planting. I'm going to move all this food out the way. That hunt tea is something. Guys, how was the chicken melt? It was good. Oh, the plate is wiped clean. Super great. All right. Well, that will come later. I've got to transition, move the food out the way so I can see about what this dirt is doing. All right. And my hun tea could stay right here. Yeah, I don't mind holding it up. I can move this out the way. I'm going to move this out the way. Drop this baby right here. Boom. Get this out the way right here. I can put this off to the side, see? All right, we here with it. We here with it. All right, so, okay, great. You saw them on the replay. Okay, now, let me pull this up right here. And again, guys, super simple stuff. I'm going to show you guys what these are. If you guys are planting and gardening, here's some more gardening tips. I think you guys really enjoyed it last week, and 'tis the season. All right, do you see these? These are not plastic. These are cocoa coir cups, okay? And cocoa coir is great. It comes from the coconut husks. It breaks right back down. Also, you could use cardboard if it's not chemically treated, if you're into the organic gardening like I am. But you can get this literally at the Dollar Tree. They have these really good cocoa coir. It's 100% OMRI certified, which is kind of like the organic place that certifies organic stuff. And this is some cocoa coir inside mixed with dirt. It's not necessarily dirt. This outer cup is made of the cocoa coir. And then on the inside here, this is also cocoa coir that you can get. It comes in a compacted form, and you put it in water, like warm water, for 1 to 2 to 3 minutes, and it just pops right back up. Okay, and so here we go. Here is one little seed that we had that started to germinate that quickly. That's in here in just this short, from 1 week to another. It's already grown. I don't know if they can see it. Let me see if I can put it right here on the table. Can I see it on the table? Look how long this root has grown from this tiny seed. Look how long the root has grown just within the 1 week. All right. So I'll put that right in here. This is just a one that I didn't even show you last week. This is an actual Scotch bonnet pepper seed. And we'll water that. And I'll put that now in just a cool, warm place. Not a cool, warm. That's an oxymoron. I'll put it in a dark, cool place, and that thing will continue to grow. Last week, we did this. Remember, I sprayed it in the napkin and upset the soil. I love it. I love it. I love it. Upset the soil. All right, so here it is. I'm just opening this up now from last week. Remember, I sprayed it. Remember, I put the cinnamon on it to prevent mold, and it worked. There's no mold here. Okay. And can you see? Yep, these seeds are germinating beautifully. Look at that. Oh, it's so great. I love this. All right. So these little seeds were the spinach seeds. All right. And look at this right here. This was the corn. This was the corn seed, right? You see how big and thick that root is? That's because these corns are going to grow. So now we're going to plant that right in here. And this other one, we'll make a space for this. All right, we're going to put that right down the root first and cover that bad boy up. Now, when we put this in the ground, when this thing begins to sprout and we put this in the ground, I do not need to take it out of this. That's the benefit. We will not need to ever remove it out of here because it will grow right through and this will break right back down. And so here's some other ones right here. See these seeds? They're all growing. They're rooting really nicely. There's no mold. That's what the cinnamon does. Here is a corn that did not grow. It didn't do anything. This was just a dud. And here's a lot more tiny seeds that have germinated right here. They're all right here. So they're doing really well. I don't know if you can kind of see them, but they have definitely all germinated right on that tissue. So still moist and wet. And I told you, you spray a little bit of peroxide on it. It does it a little bit faster. But if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. It will still grow just the same. I put it in a Ziploc baggie. That's what I did last week. And I put it in a dark place. All right. So now I will take that. I will plant it, put it out, put it in. I can leave it in the windowsill, keep it moisturized. And then the moment I start to see the green leaves come up, put it in a little humidifier, put a plastic cup over it, keep it just humid. And then as you see it grow about 6 inches, then you can actually plant it in a bigger dirt if you want to. So that's good. This right here, guys, again, microgreens. You want a quick salad that you don't want to buy that's healthy? You'll see something called microgreens. You can get these as a mix. These are great. They go in, you put your cocoa coir down, you put it with water, you spread it all in there, and in 5 days, you'll have a whole little mixed green salad just like that you've grown in your own dirt. And it's called microgreens. Super healthy for you. Actually, when you're eating greens and you're eating lettuce and kale at this very baby size, this actually has tons of nutrients in it, more than the actual larger one. So, Auntie Jew is the Walter White of Yo, I just happened to look up at the chat, and that is what I see. You guys are funny. Oh my gosh, Joshua Abbey. I am not the Walter White. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know. Did I take that as a compliment? I probably should take that as a compliment because Walter White, he was the man in wrong places. Man in wrong places. Yo, I am crying over here. But actually, when you are eating greens and vegetables, actually the smaller they are, which would seem small, the smaller they are actually hold more of the nutrients. It's way more concentrated in the smaller leaves than the larger leaves. So yes, smaller the bud, the more potent. Absolutely. So yes, she reminds me of a female Bob Ross. We're gonna plant some happy seeds. And happy microgreens. Yes, we are. Oh my gosh, that is too funny. Josh, you acting like Hector. 100%. You guys are all rubbing off on each other. And I don't even know. I don't even know if that's a good thing or not. Oh my goodness. Hi, Marcel. How are you? You guys are too funny. Happy seeds. I should start talking like that now. We're just going to have a happy garden, guys. So over, y'all. So funny. But yes, super great, super fresh, whatever you're growing, get you guys some microgreens. They are so good. You can make them your own salad and they grow so fast. It's super better than the other ones. Now, I made you laugh. You sure did. There is Noah. I'm so sorry. I got you guys on all these goose run chases today. Can you do me one more favor? All right, if you go downstairs and you know that lettuce that we have and it's just sitting in water and it's growing, can you just bring that whole thing for me really quickly? All right, so I want to show you guys um, what we've done. Let me just cover this up a little bit more. Um, the I was trying to show the kids something and also show you guys how simple it is to just kind of grow your own food in your salads. So I love microgreens. Um, although I'm not a big fan of plastic, I am a big fan of good plastic sometimes. Just for this, really quick, um, this container is great for humidity. Perfect, thank you. This is great for humidity. And so when you're seed starting and you want to put it in a covered place, you want to keep it humid. This is just from Sprouts where we sometimes get our sliced watermelon. I just washed it out and you could actually put your dirt in here or your water, cover it up and let it seal. And then you can actually just put this outside. If your plants have started to grow a little bit, you start showing the green leaves, you can actually put this outside and it becomes its own little greenhouse. All right. So simple things, you can recycle that and make it a little, you don't have to go out and buy stuff. But again, when you're putting it in ground, you want to use these cocoa coir because it'll break it down. All right. Yes, put them boys to work. Show and is. All right. I wanted to show you guys something and super simple. All right. My mom was going to throw this away. She finished cutting some lettuce and she was about to throw this husk away. And I said, all right, I'm going to show you guys something. I put this little stick through, it was cut completely off. As you can see, the bottom part was even sealed. It was just a husk of lettuce she brought at the store, okay? Just some romaine. And all I did was got this little bowl of water. I just put a little bit of water in there. I put this stick through it, and I only put this bottom base in the water. And as you can see, I haven't even done anything, just a very basic. The lettuce is growing back just by sitting in the water, okay? So this is already growing. Imagine if we actually had a better bottom. Actually, if we had a better thing. I didn't even cut this off. Um, but if you guys have the butter lettuce that's kind of already growing, you can start from there. You actually can buy the lettuce at the store, cut off that very bottom, stick it in water, let it root. And really, that's all it needs to grow. And so, as you can see, it is just starting to grow again right from the center. And if I kept this in here, change the water out every couple days, new lettuce will begin to grow back. It will just begin to grow from this. Again, I should have just cut this bottom part off, but I didn't. Get you some good lettuce at the store. That butter lettuce is really great. Anything that has a base, when you're done with it, stick it in that water, and I promise you, you guys can grow your own food. You can grow your own food. Super simple. And I just wanted to show you that. I know you guys are like, Jew is in science project mode today. But I wanted you guys to see that if you don't have the money, there's a lot of simple things that you could do right at home. There's a lot of stuff you have probably right in your refrigerator that you can grow right there. Okay. All right. So I think they're saying stuff. I just got butter lettuce, Chichi. Yes, butter lettuce is so good. My fave. Is there something that I missed? Can you guys scroll down so I could see? Or up? Big B, I think is saying something. See there, Anne never had a negative. Who's scrolling? Can you said yes? Thank you for answering my unasked question. Okay, let's see. Big B, no, but also it seems like Big B is saying something. Um, yeah, can you scroll down? I just happened to catch it. I don't know. Whatever's up, I think up. No, is it down? I don't know. Oh, they're saying something about EMDR. Or are they just talking? Oh, okay. Oh, he's just asking the question. I know, but it just says, but also sometimes. So that's what I'm saying. I'm sure he didn't just start out that way. And then it says, and never had. So I'm trying to see you, Big B. Oh, and there's just be look, there's a bunch of stuff in there. I want to have a better understanding of what your perspective is as far as side effects of EMDR because I know I've had friends that sometimes say that they've had breakthroughs. I did B. I answered that earlier about the side effects of EMDR. And no, again, I'm not saying that it is all bad. Try it for yourself. I am not. It's my own personal opinion. I am not a fan of the side effects of them being so introspective. Um, them being very shameful for they're less communicative, they're not talking. The what makes EMDR work, okay? If you have a good therapist that does it, as long as they're certified, you make sure you ask all the questions. Are there any side effects? But the best way that I have seen it work is if the person going through the EMDR making sure that they are communicating so that when they're coming out of their sessions that they are talking about what has happened, that they are constantly processing with the people who love them, who know that are going through the process and not just keeping everything internally. Because a lot of times when you bring up that old stuff, it makes you feel shame, a lot of shame, guilt, all these kind of things that you're working through. The best way, even though it's going to be hard, the best way that I find to manage EMDR is to make sure that you over talk and you over communicate once your session is done. So whoever it is, whatever loved one is in your circle, call them and say, okay, I had my session and this is what happened. I may feel a little weird for the next week. I may be a little cranky for the next week. I may not be as talkative as much, but here would be why. This is what we talked about today. If you do that, that is a much better outcome because now the family members and you can process in a healthy way, and it doesn't become a divisive consequence. All right, never had a negative, overwhelming kind. Okay, that's great, baby. If it works for you, then great. It again is just my own personal opinion. I am just not a fan based on the things that I said earlier, but it may work. I know there's plenty of people it does work for. So go for it for sure. Wait, why'd y'all scroll up so fast? I was reading something. Okay, so yeah, that's again just my opinion. Okay, but take a look at it. Do you feel like it's more effective with males versus females? No, I don't think it has any gender effect if you're talking about the counseling. I heard the same can be done with spring onions, remove the bulb in place of water. Chi-chi, yes, absolutely. We're back on the gardening. I'm going back and forth answering the therapy questions and gardening questions, comments. Yes, spring onions, super easy. Absolutely. Them same onions you buy at the store, the scallions too, that have the little root, absolutely. Cut the scallions right at the white part, right above the bottom, stick that in water, and it will grow. It will grow whole new scallions. That is super duper easy. Basil, when you have basil, if you take this stem, if I were to cut this off right now, let me break off a leaf right here. Okay, I know you guys probably cannot see this up close. All I did was pull off one basil leaf from here, okay? There are little hairs on the leaves and the stems, especially the main one. There are leaves on, there are little hairs. Those are all potential roots, just like a tomato plant. They grow these hairs. If I were to stick this in just some water, it should produce more of the hairs and you'll start to see it root some more. And then all you do is take that then and you can keep it in water or add a little dirt, which I love adding the dirt because it brings in the nutrients and it will grow some more that way as well. So if you have some that you see that have a lot of hairs on it, that's great. Those are potential leaves. Either stick it in water or root it down, and it has the potential to grow. But you got to stick it in the water first and let those roots develop. And a lot of that too. Same thing with a tomato plant. If you take a leaf off of the tomato plant um, and it has what do you call it? The hairs on it, honey. All you got to do is put that leaf in some dirt, and it will grow. Water that thing, you will have a whole new tomato plant. You don't have to go buying them at the store a lot. They are right there. All right, my girl Crispy is back. Yep. What are you most excited for in April? My gardening, my absolute gardening, and my app being done. I've been working hard to get this app done, guys, and we are so close. They said end of April. So I'm most excited for that. I'm most excited to get my gardening done. And I'm most excited to see if I could find a location or get a location for this potential conference. So y'all be in prayer, okay? Those are the things I truly am most excited for. All right, what kind of container do I put it in, and how often do you change the water? Oh, at J Coop. Okay, water that thing, water it. Yep. Crispy is back in the house. So that's it, guys. That's what I got today. You guys got anything else? We spent lunch. We talked about therapy. If you guys want the information, we're growing lettuce from store bought lettuce. And believe it or not, you guys can grow your own garden. You guys can be your own homesteaders. Um, oh, I wanted to give you guys another tip, which I think I gave you guys last week. And you may not feel that you might not have a big yard for it. No worries. Um, but you can still do it. So, wood chips. Locally, if you guys live in a home, they have these trucks that will give you free wood chip dumps in your area. And if you water those wood chips, there are two things that are decomposers in the earth, as you guys know. There's bacteria, which decomposes and breaks down food, and then there's mold, which decomposes and breaks down the wood. When you see mold, like fungus growing in your in your dirt and in your yard, that just means it's breaking down, which is good. It's a good sign. It's not a bad sign. And as you see, bacteria breaks down the food. So those are your decomposers uh, in the earth. All right. So for the mold, that breaks down the wood chips. Uh, when you have wood chips, whether it's in um, your yard, if you have the big chip dump, they will dump mounds of chips in your yard. You can do that if you keep that thing watered. um, you will have dirt. It breaks right back down into dirt. There is so much rich nutrients. When you see mold forming, that means it is breaking those wood chips down, and you want that. Layer your garden beds with those wood chips. Let those things aerate. Get those wood chips, even if you buy it at the store. Try to buy the ones that are not. Try to buy the ones that are not covered, that are like black or painted or have any of the chemicals in it. Try to get as much natural ones if you can. If you can't get a wood chipper, if you live in an apartment, maybe you don't have the space to do all that, you can buy some wood chips, lay it at the bottom of the bed, and then mix them in with your dirt, and let that thing break down and decompose. It is going to give your fruits, your vegetables, so much nutrients. It's all the earth giving back into each other. Layer when you do the wood chips, then layer it with your compost. So, like your apple scraps, your banana peels, your eggshells, your coffee grounds. Um, Again, no meats. You don't want to really put meats in there, but you can put grind up bones in there. All right, put it in there, and then you layer it with the dirt. All right, it's going to feed. That's going to give that dirt so much nutrients, and you're going to produce a lot of good food, and a lot of healthy food, and a lot of organic food. After you're eating that food and you're recycling it, putting it back, you're going to realize, oh, I got a tomato plant popping up here, or a pepper plant popping up here, and all these plants are popping up. So, um, guys, grow your own food as much as you can. And it doesn't just have to be the springtime. It could be winter, it could be summer, it could be fall. And see the area that you live in. You live in certain zones that certain things grow better. And certain things will grow in your climate better than others, unless you're going to do something indoors or create a little greenhouse. Then you can grow anything and go from there. So, yep, you're welcome. You're super welcome. Is Dr. Crane still at the bomb? Yes, but Dr. Crane does the sexual trauma and violence support group. She doesn't necessarily do the one-on-ones. She can if need be, but her support group, her main focus is the sexual trauma and violence. And I don't know if she's in the chat today. Her support group for sexual trauma and violence is so dynamic. It is so much healing. Guys, if that is what you do, get in the support group. I know like that one feels so shame or embarrassing, but I promise you, everybody in that particular group is going through the same thing. And the stories and the testimonies that she gets back from it, it is so healing. It's healing. It's $60 for her group, guys. It's 60 or $65 for her group a week. And then there's payment plans. So you guys can do it. Okay, the groups are inexpensive. The groups, that's why there's more people in there, but they all got the same thing you have. So I promise you, they are healing. They're healing. Get in those groups because you're going to realize you're not by yourself. And you'll hear so many stories that sound just like yours. And she's excellent. Her next group, I think, starts in May. So just sign in. No, she's definitely there. And even if you are, we'll make, even if you don't see her name for whatever reason, we'll forward, make sure everything gets to her. But yes, get in that sexual trauma and violence, just survivors. It's a survivors group. She has such an amazing story. She has such a healing whole journey. She takes you through 12 weeks. Her group is 12 weeks. And it is just really, it's incredible. All the groups are incredible, guys. They're just so great. So I want you to go in there. Don't be scared. Don't just sign up, but show up. You're not by yourself. Okay. Dr. Sarai Crane is brilliant and such a friendly soul. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She really is. And she's so sweet and so loving. And she gave me the sweetest compliment. After she did her first group, I believe, she called me and she said, Ju, thank you so much for, she had tears in her eyes. She said, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your community. She said, the people in this group, just the healing that have come forth. She said, I see why you're doing this. She said, God is doing such a healing work on this earth. And she was like, I see the vision you have now. God is doing some big things. And I'm like, thank you so much. I'm like, the gift is having you on there. So I know that God is doing a big thing. And I know all of us, like all of us got a lot of work we have to do that we're looking back and we're working on. Thank you so much, Derek. I appreciate that. That we are working on, and we some work in our life that we've ignored, right? That we never thought, oh, this even had an effect on us. And now we're looking back and say, oh, this is coming back to bite me in the butt. So I commend all of you guys who have signed up, whether it was for the bomb or any other place. I just commend all of you who are actually going back to just revisit and do your work, and to just face some things, even if it's not a lot of hard work. Maybe it's just maintenance that you're doing. I commend you for going in there and allowing our team to help you, allowing our team and trusting us enough um, to just walk through life with you. Like that is the goal. Whether you are a part of the Bomb Counseling Center, whether you are a part of the Mentor You platform, I don't take for granted that you guys trust us to walk through life with you. We love you all, and we just want to see. I don't want anybody to say that they're alone. I don't want nobody to say that they're lonely. I don't want anybody to say that they don't have the tools. I don't want anybody to say that they don't have what they need to have. Oh, hi, mommy. Come here, mommy. Look, my mom got her hair done. She just came back from getting her hair done. Does she look beautiful? Say hi to the people's mommy.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
Come on, sexy hair. She's single, y'all. No, she's not. She's totally taken. She's not getting married no more. Mhm. She came back up here, and the first thing she said was, "Yeah, can I get my chicken? Can I get my chicken melt?" Oh my goodness, she is ready to get her chicken melt. Okay, mommy, I'll have to wash my hands because I've been playing in the dirt. So just give me a minute. See, mommy, they all saying hi to you. Hi, mommy. Yep. Make sure y'all feed her. She loves watching you guys. Oh, so yeah, no, go for it. It's right underneath there, and then here's the pico. So yeah, guys, I just want to make sure that we all get the help that we need so we can be better. And I'm gonna be starting a webinar soon to meet with any and all pastors and pastors' wives. So for those of you out there that are pastors and leaders, senior pastors, associate pastors, um, out there, we have the Mentor You platform. I'm opening up an exclusive channel within the platform just for you guys. All right. And so here's why. I don't want you all ending up like the other leaders. I don't want you guys ending up falling. I don't want you guys ending up having affairs on your wife, neglecting your children, being a pedophile, you know, all these things that our church leaders are falling from right now, unfortunately, sexual assault, all this kind of craziness. So if we can prevent that, and if we can walk through life and give these pastors an outlet, give healing to our congregants and our faith-based people, my goal is, it's probably a really big, lofty goal, but let's shift some mindsets, let's shift some perspectives, let's maybe look at things differently, let's get healed. Let's go through some forgiveness. Let's just do our work so we could be better people and make it into heaven. Because last thing I want to hear is, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I don't know. Is anybody else afraid to hear those words? I just want to do right by him. All right. And so before I leave this earth, let it not be said that we didn't just try to help people along the way. All right. So it's going to be time to sign off, guys. It has been amazing. The skin is skinning. I see you just breathe. Where will the potential conference be held and when? Julia, we were talking about this probably top of the, closer to the top. I'm still working on it, and it would be here in DFW for sure. Potentially either Irving or South Lake. I'm working on the locations, but I'll let you know. And so, yeah, don't want to miss the words. Thank you so much. Missed you guys. And as soon as I get more information, I'll do it. I'm just looking for the location. That's really it. Like, it's in my heart. I kind of already been pondering, like, Lord. So it's going to be good. All right, Jew, upset the soil with the ruby red frames and Kill Bill jumpsuit. Oh my gosh. We're doing a fit check today? Oh my goodness. All right, so this is my red frames. Yay, thank you. Just pop a color so I don't look like a mute. The Kill Bill jumpsuit is taking me out. Y'all are so funny. I didn't even know this was a fit check thing. All right, well, here we go with it. All right, do I need to move this thing around? All right. You guys are so funny. All right, no convertible fades, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is actually, I have a sister in Florida, Susie Q. That's my sister. That's the one who used to make me these tuna melts when I was younger. I was talking about earlier. She used to make them for me. And so my sister has 3 children. And so her oldest son had this brand right here that he made. And we're a lot alike. He and I are a lot alike in our business endeavors and fun stuff. He loved fashion. And so he made this jumpsuit. So today I just happened to put it on to support him. I didn't know it was going to be fit check day. Okay. I did not know, but here it is. So my shout out to my young nephew, Ev. I love you, Ev Love. That's what we call him, Ev Love. He's out there. All right. And then, so yes, velour. I also have this in yellow.
Shoes.
All right. So my shoes. All right. So these are my
Look at
Young
those
Life
kicks.
shoes. All right. My Young Life sneaks. Last week, you guys asked about the Young Life, the white ones that I had on. So these are a black version. So they're YNG LIFE. And so these are my gold bottoms. So they have the gold bottoms, they have silver bottoms, they have all different kind of cool, very unique, just unique style shoes. It's not really anything you're gonna see anywhere. And so I love them. I love them. So there's a suede toe, leather sides. This is like their signature pattern. Sorry. Thing. They're all made to order. So it takes 3 weeks to get in. They are from Italy. They're all made to order from Italy. So it takes exactly 3 weeks to get in, but they are lovely. They are worth it. And so everything has just this gold touch. Now for me, I love the fat laces, right? This is the East Coast part of me. And so almost all of my sneakers have fat laces to them. I take all the laces out that come with them, and I put the fat laces in them. And so I'm very Run DMC when it comes to to my sneakers, all of them. So I have all the colors of the different laces. So I did take the laces out. These actually come with a gold laces too. These also come with a gold laces if you want. If you're really want to be seen, then they come with gold laces. But I put my black ones, my fat black ones in there. Look at these comments. Y'all are so funny. Juice Garden Pepper Steppers. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. So yeah. So check them out if you want to. It's Young Life, YNGLIFE.com. And yep, super cool, super fun. They my gold bottoms, just touches of gold. So I need a fat rope chain, fat laces. It is the truth. It is the truth. I can be very, when I'm sometimes not here, it just depends on the mode that I'm in. Thank you guys so much. I'm definitely, I could definitely be very East Coast. When the summertime comes, I'm a very island girl, right? So I'm wearing all my island things. And so, yeah, it just, I'm here for it. Thank you guys so much. I stay fly. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, yep, that is the New York in me for sure. But I like them. We're gonna see if they could be a vendor or a sponsor at the conference or something like that. We'll see. All right, I love you guys so much. Listen, happy. I don't know. Probably guys can't see me no more. I love you all so much. Happy Friday. Okay, happy weekend. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending breakfast, lunch, dinner, wherever you are, anywhere in the world. I'm so grateful that you took the time to spend it with me and that you took it to spend it with us. I appreciate you guys. You need anything, holler at me and we will be back next Friday. Until then, have an amazing weekend. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you guys. Bye.